legal malpractice in Massachusetts. Good afternoon. I'm attorney Neil Burns, and I want to talk a little bit today about legal malpractice in Massachusetts and what it means and how it's evolved, if it's evolved over time. Over 30 years ago, I represented a young man whose lawyer in Lowell had a good case for him. It was a products liability case, and it was a good case, and the lawyer blew the statute of limitations. That is, he didn't file suit within the 3 years required for the statute of limitations. He came to me. I was a young lawyer at the time. I took on the case because he was wronged. His attorney was a big, powerful lawyer who owned lots of real estate, had lots of associates, and our client was wronged. He was a young man who deserved some money. He had a badly damaged finger from a case which he should have won, but the lawyer blew the statute of limitations. And the defense attorney turned on all sort of tricks. One was that we had to file suit down in Mississippi, and we litigated the case, We finally settled the case after 2 years of intense fighting back and forth, but we got it resolved. Jump forward 30 years, 30 some odd years, and I have another client. She had a good case. It was an employment case. She went to a lawyer. The lawyer said, "You have a great case." Tried to settle it, didn't settle it. Told her they would put it in suit. After many years, they settled the case with her, and years later, she found out that they actually hadn't settled the case. They had just paid her off because they blew the statute of limitations. They lost the appeal, and now her case was public because of the appeal, and she felt terrible, and she certainly settled her case for less than it was worth, and we filed a lawsuit, and that case just resolved recently, and the attorney that I was opposed to in the case 30 some odd years ago was now the mediator for the case that got it resolved. And so legal malpractice is still there. The attorneys are getting older with respect to these cases, but we are still fighting for our clients' rights. In legal malpractice, you have to prove the underlying case, and then you have to prove the negligence of the attorney. In that second case, the attorneys, not only did they blow the statute of limitations, but then they negotiated against their own client. So there was a conflict of interest. So it's double malpractice on top of an underlying case. These are complicated cases. These are cases that most lawyers won't take on. These are cases that the insurance companies have lots of money to fight. They will come up with all sorts of cockamamie defenses, especially in conflict of interest. They won't stop unless you keep on going, you march forward. My partner, Rashan Jan, will oppose every motion that they put up against. We will litigate every case if we have to. We settle most cases because we take good cases and we resolve them. If you think your lawyer has committed malpractice, was negligent with respect to your case, give us a call. It's a free initial consultation. Call Burns and Jan. Thank you.